Hello friends, I am Ravalias, Assistant Professor in Civil Engineering Department, Sandipani Technical Campus, Latur. Today's topic is influence line diagram for a bottom chord member of a determinate truss. After watching this video, a student will be able to understand the concept of method of section, and also a student will be able to draw the ILD for a truss member. Now take a pause and question arises in the mind: what are the method to calculate the member force? The first one is the method of section and the second one is the method of the joint. Now this is the numeric to draw influence line diagram for forces in member L0, L1 and the L1, L2 if the unit load transfers on the bottom chord. So L0, L1, this is the one bottom chord, and L1, L2 is the second bottom chord. Now first we have to draw the ILD for the member L0, L1. Now we are using here the method of section to find the force in the members. So apply the section so that the section will not cut more than the 3 members, and apply the unit load at the each joint, that is the L0, and find the force in the member L0, L1. Then apply the unit load on the L1 and find the force in the L0, L1. Then apply the load on L2. Then apply the load on L3. Then apply the load on the L4 and find the force in the member L0, L1. So now here we are applying the load on the left hand side, because this we have to first apply the load on the L0. That is why here we have written here apply unit load on left side of the section. So this is the unit load applied at the L0. And now we are considering the equilibrium of the right hand part. So we are considering here the right hand part for the equilibrium conditions. So when the load is on the left side, we have to consider the equilibrium of the right hand part. Now find the reactions that we know when the unit load is moving on the beam. The reactions is the RL0 is the 1 minus x by L, and RL4 is the x by L. Now we are considering here this member is subjected to the tension. Now taking the moment about the L0. Now why we are taking here the moment about the L0? That is why here if you take the moment about this L0, this U0, U1 which is cut by the section, that becomes a 0. Then U0, L1 again cut by the section, that becomes a 0. So only unknown is the L0, L1. So here take the moment about this U0. So here we are considering the right hand part for the equilibrium condition. So U0 is our point. So this is force L0, L1 is rotated in the clockwise direction, that is why it's a plus, and the distance is the 3 meter. So F L0, L1 into the 3 is the clockwise, and this reaction RL4 into the 16 is the anti-clockwise, because here we are considering only the right hand part of the section. So F L0, L1 is equal to RL4 into the 16 by 3. Now for the x equal to 0, it means what? We are putting this unit load at the L0 joint where x is equal to the 0. What is the value of the RL4? So RL4 is equal to 0 by 16. So RL4 is the 0. So automatically this FL0, L1 is equal to the 0. Now next we have to keep the load on the L1, that is the right hand side of the section. So apply the unit load right of the section. So unit load at the L1, and now consider the equilibrium of the left hand side. So consider the equilibrium of the left hand of this section. So here now this L0, L1 is the tension. This is a tension sign. So which are the forces here for the left hand side? This FL0, L1 and this reaction RL0. Now the point of moment is the same, that is the u0. So we are taking the moment about this L0. Now here this force is passing to the same point u0, that is why here RL0 into the 0, and here this L0 L1 create the anti-clockwise movement, that is why is minus RL0 L1 into the 3. 3 is the perpendicular distance, and that is equal to the 0. So here f is equal to 4. Here previous one was the x is equal to 0. Now here x is equal to the 4. But here f L0 L1 into 3, that's become the is equal to 0, because this part is the 0. RL0 into 0 is the 0. Automatically f L0 L1 is equal to the 0. The next is the apply the unit load at the L2. Again we are considering here the right hand part of the section. Again the point of moment is the same, that is the u0. So equation is the same also as the previous one, but here RL0 into the 0, because this is a force, because we are considering the left hand side. So on the left hand side there is the only two forces, FL0 L1 and the RL0. So this force is passing to the same point, that is the u0, that is a multiply by the 0, and this FL0 L1 create the anti-clockwise, that is why is minus. So again here what, x is equal to the 8, 4 plus 4 8, but this RL0 into 0 is 0, so FL0 L1 into 3, that becomes 0. So automatically FL0 L1 is equal to the 0. Now again we are considering the right hand part, and we are applying our unit load at the L3, that is the x is equal to the 12 meter. Again the point of moment is the same, that is the u0. Equation is the same, that is the RL0 into 0 minus FL0 L1 into the 3 is equal to 0. Again here what, x is equal to the 12, but automatically here FL0 L1 is the 0, because this RL1 into the 0, so this FL0 into 3 is equal to the 0, that is why automatically this FL0 L1 is equal to the 0. Now finally we have to apply the unit load on the L4 here. Again we are considering here right hand part, and point of moment is the same, that is the u0. So equation is the same, RL0 into 0 minus FL0 in L1 into 3 is equal to 0. Here x is equal to the 16, but we know here FL0 L1 is equal to the 0. Now here for x is equal to 0, FL0 L1 is equal to 0, x equal to 4, FL0 L1 is equal to 0, x equal to 8, FL0 L1 is equal to 0. So x is equal to 12, again FL0 L1 is equal to the 0, x equal to 16, again this FL0 L1 is equal to the 0. So here there is a no influence line for the member the L0 L1, because this having the 0 value for the all the possibility of this unit load, which is moving from left to right throughout this girder. Now the ILD for the member L1 L2, this bottom part L1 L2. Here again we have to take the section such that will not cut more than the 3 members. Here this section 2 to cut here the L1 L2, U1 L2 and U1 U2. Now here again the same, you have to apply the load on unit load on the L0 and find the force in the L1 L2. Then again apply the load on the L1 and find the load in the member L1 L2. Again apply the load on the L2 unit load and find the force in the member L1 L2. Again apply unit load on the L3 and find the force in the L1, L2, and finally apply the load on the L4 unit load and find the force in the member L1, L2. So now here apply the unit load on the left hand of the section, because we are starting is the L0, that is why we have written here apply the unit load on the left of the section. So apply the load L0, apply the unit load on the L0 and find the reactions that we know, and consider the equilibrium of the right part. When the load is on the left side, consider the right part. If the load on the right side, consider the left part. The reaction RL0 that we know 1 minus x by L, and RL4 is the x by L. Now consider this member is subjected to a tension. Now the same here we are considering the moment about this U1. If you take the moment about this U1, this U1 U2 becomes a 0 and U1 L2 becomes the 0. So only the force L1 L2 becomes the remain unknown force that we can find by the one equation. So now take moment about this U1, and we are considering the right hand part because load on the left side. So on right hand part, which forces F L1 L2 and this reaction. So this F L1 L2 create the clockwise moment and this reaction create the anti-clockwise. So here equation is the F L1 L2 into 3 and anti-clockwise is minus RL4 into the 12 is equal to 0. So F L1 L2 is equal to RL4 into 12 divided by the 3. So here again we have to find the value of RL4, and this RL4 depend upon this x. We have to put the value of x. Initially we have put the value of x is a 0. So when x is equal to the 0, what is the value of RL4? Is a 0, because 0 by the 16 is equal to the 0. So automatically the F L1 L2 becomes the 0. Now apply the unit load on the left of the section and consider the equilibrium of the right hand part, because we have to apply the load on the L1. This is the left of the section. So consider the right part for the equilibrium conditions. So apply load on the L1. Then again the point of moment is the same, that is the U1. Automatically U1 U2 and U1 L2 becomes the 0. So again take here the moments. The equation is the same, that is the what? F L1 L2 into 3, the force into the perpendicular distance, minus, because this is anti-clockwise, so minus RL4 into 12 is equal to 0. So F L1 L2 is equal to RL4 into 12 by 3. So here we have to find the RL4 for what? X is equal to the 4. So x equal to 4, what is the value of RL4? So RL4 is equal to this 4 by 16. So RL4 is equal to 0.25. So put this value into the previous equation of F L1 L2. So F L1 L2 is equal to 0.25 into 12 divided by 3. So that becomes the F L1 L2 is equal to 1. Now we have to move the load on this L2. This is the right of the section. So here apply unit load on the right of the section. So consider the equilibrium of the left hand side. So we are applying the load on the right of the section. So consider the equilibrium condition for the left hand part. So now again this is the, we are considering the tension, because all the values are the positive. It means what we assume the tension is the correct, correct. So on the left hand side there is only two forces, that RL0 and this F L1 L2. Apply unit load on this L2 and this point of moment is the same, that will not change here. So we are taking moment about this the U1. Again which forces? This F L1 L2 and this RL0, the reactions. So this force, member force create the anti-clockwise is a minus, and this reaction create the clockwise moment, that is a plus. So here equation is RL0 into the 4, this force into the perpendicular distance, this from L0 to L1, and minus FL1 L2 into 3 is equal to 0. So we got here FL1 L2 is equal to RL0 into 4 divided by 3. So unknown is the RL0 for what? X is equal to the 8. So put here X equal to 8, RL0, this RL0. So RL0 is 1 minus X by L. So RL0 is 1 minus X equal to 8 and L is equal to the 16. So RL0 is equal to 0.5. So we'll get here FL1 L2 is equal to 0.5 into 4 divided by 3. So FL1 L2 is equal to 2 by 3. Then move to the load on this L3. Now apply the unit load at the L3. Again, the point of moment is the same, that is the U1. So equation will be the same, that is RL0 into 4 minus FL1 L2 into 3 is equal to 0. So equation will be the same, FL1 L2 is equal to RL0 into 4 by 3. So we have to find this RL0 for this X is equal to the 12. 4 plus 4, 8 plus 4 is the 12. So X is equal to 12. What is the value of RL0? So RL0 that we know 1 minus the X by L. Here X is equal to the 12 and L is equal to the 16. So RL0 is equal to 1 minus 12 by 16. So we got here RL0 is equal to 0.25. So put this value into our equation of FL1 L2. So FL1 L2 is equal to 0.25 into 4 total divided by 3. So here we got the FL1 L2 is equal to the 1 by 3. Then next move this load on the L4. So apply the unit load on this L4. Again our point of moment is the same, that is the about the U1. That is why the equation also will be the same, because we are considering the left hand side for the equilibrium condition. So RL4 into 4, this RL4 into the 4 the clockwise moment, and this minus FL1 L2 into 3, this create the anti-clockwise moment, that is why is minus, and that is equal to the 0. So we got here FL1 L2 is the same equation, that is RL0 into 4 total divided by 3. Now here we have to put X is equal to the 16. Then what is the value of RL0? So RL0 is equal to, equation is 1 minus X by L. So 1 minus X is equal to 16. L is equal to 16. So here RL0 is equal to 0. So automatically we got here FL1 L2 is equal to the 0. So in this way we got all the values of the L1, L2 for the load at L0, L1, L2, L3, and last one is the L4. So now we draw here the ILD. For the ILD, draw the horizontal line equal to the length of this truss, and how to plot the ordinate when the load is at L0, when the load is at L1, L2, L3, and the L4. So when X equal to 0, it means when the load is at the L0, ordinate is the 0. So ordinate is the 0. The next is X equal to 4, it means load at the L1, the ordinate is the 1. So ordinate is the 1, and join this 0 to 1. Then X equal to 8, it means this unit load at the L2, the ordinate is the 2 by 3. This ordinate is the 2 by 3. So join this 2 by 3 from 1 to 2 by 3. Then X equal to 12, it means at the L3, F L1, L2 is the 1 by 3. So join this 2 by 3 and thus 1 by 3. And finally X equal to 0, X equal to 16 means at the L4 the ordinate is the 0. So join this 1 by 3 and the 0. And this member shows the sign of the tension. So we are considering the compression as positive and tension as negative. That is why we have drawn this ILD below the line. So this idly is the negative. Thank you.